to stop popping up. Like,
do you know me?
No, I don't know you, and I don't want to. No, this I don't.
Get out my face,
I don't want to know you.
She doing too much, dude.
You don't want to know you.
Me don't care, bitch.
So everybody, this is Jasmine.
That's Rashida's dress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Jasmine, how you doing?
Me and Tierra cool, I ain't gonna lie. I invited her, but I ain't know Tierra was gonna bring Jasmine. Why Jasmine gotta use my party to pop up? Damn, I'm feeling like this is deja vu.
You don't know me?
Do I? Bro, I'm out of here.
I already knew you was gonna do that.
Yo,
Who else coming in here next? Is KD finna walk in this motherfucker, man?
Everybody sees standoffish. Nobody wants to talk about.
I'm feeling the vibe. I'm feeling the vibe.
I'm not gonna play that, so I'm not gonna stand here and act like it's okay. I don't think it's okay.
I came here to talk to Rashida woman to woman so that my son's father can finally step up and be a part of his life. But she's nowhere to be found. And as usual, her friends want to attack me.
I don't think either one of us knew that Kirk was going to be here.
Kirk and Jack are friends, so obviously you know Kirk is gonna be here. And what if Rashida's here?
Obviously, we didn't
You
know.
just need to stop popping up. Like,
Do you know me?
no, I don't know you, and I don't want to. No, this I don't.
Get out my face,
I don't know you.
She doing too much, dude.
You don't want to know you.
Me don't care, bitch.
Who you that car, bitch?
Hey, time out, listen. I done came about this salon up in the Cobb County with these white folks, and y'all ain't about to do this. Wow, they out here ready for it. I ain't want none of y'all to go to jail tonight, all right?
I don't have nothing to say to Jasmine. I've been sending my child support checks, so I don't know why she felt the need to pop up here, and I'm not sticking around to find out. I just got back in the house. I'm not trying to do anything to mess that up.
Tia, bringing Jasmine into the fold right now, and everybody feels some type of way.
But why would you have a problem with me, but you don't have a problem with him?
I'm just ready to go.
Kirk was like, Dee, he ain't just fucking raw. He up here ducking raw, too. Got the fuck about it. Ain't nobody see him. But I don't blame Kirk, though. He felt the heat. I felt the heat. Nobody wanted none of that spice that was going on.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to mess up your grand opening. I apologize. Thank you for the invite.
I just wanted to be cool, I promise you.
All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Yeah, girl.
Bye, bitch.
Nobody gives a little.
No one could have predicted the vicious brawl that would break out between Spice, the fiery Jamaican dancehall artist known for her unrepentant attitude and exuberant manner, and Jasmine Washington, the woman with ties to rapper Scrap and an already turbulent past in the Atlanta scene. Both women were dealing with a lot of personal and professional issues in addition to the conflict with their co-stars. This occurrence not only left fans stunned and in stunned silence, but it also opened the door for yet another amazing Atlanta hip-hop and romance scene. But nothing could have braced her for the emotional upheaval that lay ahead. Even though there had been a simmering sense of dissatisfaction for weeks, the altercation started when Jasmine said something that seemed to irritate Spice. Jasmine was seated with Spice when things rapidly became out of control, and she had already been at odds with several of the other ladies in the group. She had gained both Spice's respect and scorn due to her past relationship with Scrappy and her behavior within the game. The tension in the room was palpable. Spice talked without holding back and, frankly, cutting each sentence with a passion that left little room for negotiation or compromise, since she knew that things would only get worse. The rest of the women sat in awkward quiet. Not one to back down, Jasmine answered. Emotions ran high as the back and forth rapidly grew more intense. It was obvious that both ladies had reached a breaking point. They were now fighting over pride, past grudges, and the underlying irritations that had been simmering beneath the surface for too long, rather than words. Then, all of a sudden, Spice lost her temper. She was clearly offended by Jasmine's tone. She quickly reached out and slapped Jasmine across the face, causing the room to resound with surprise and astonishment. Time appeared to freeze, although the events had not yet become clear. Still frozen, surprised, and clutching her cheek, Jasmine's face was a look of shock and disbelief. Spice stood for a long time, breathing rapidly and passionately, equally astounded by what she had done. The slap was obviously more than a simple physical altercation. It was a release of repressed rage and frustration, an expression of the erratic feelings that had been accumulating for months. Everyone tried to stop it, but they realized it was too late, and the room became silent for what seemed like an eternity. The first to speak was Jasmine, who was still taking in the situation. She responded, "You don't have to do that," in a low, harsh voice. Spice was just as angry, but she had nothing to say in response because her remarks lacked the usual assurance. The two ladies were silent for a minute before Spice spoke again, but this time her tone was softer, as though she understood the gravity of what had just transpired. An emotionally charged event was transformed into the kind of reality TV setting that would soon become widely famous by the cameras, which captured every minute. The slap's aftermath was quite dramatic, with both women thereafter. Fans and co-stars were split on social media when the show aired, with some recognizing that Spice's annoyances were caused by deeper problems. They spoke with Spice about the situation, admitting that she had acted irrationally and that Jasmine was naturally agitated, but they insisted that she should never have been handled that way. This moment would be painfully remembered as a reminder that in the world of reality TV, emotions often run deeper than what the cameras can record, and that sometimes things get out of control before anyone can stop them. Even though some joined Jasmine in condemning the violence and voicing concerns about whether such behavior should be allowed in the name of entertainment, it would also be an enduring aspect in Spice and Jasmine's respective hip-hop Atlanta and love journeys. The audience was stunned and silent for a long time. No one could have predicted the violent altercation between Spice and the impending emotional upheaval. But the scene was set for yet another tragic chapter in Atlanta's love and hip-hop history. The furious Jamaican dancehall performer and Jasmine Washington, a woman with a history of trouble in the Atlanta scene and connections to rapper Scrappy, were well known for their exaggerated personas and unrepentant demeanor. In addition to the conflict with her co-stars, she was juggling a lot of other issues in her personal and professional lives. Even though there had been a simmering sense of dissatisfaction for weeks, the altercation started when Jasmine said something that seemed to irritate Spice. Because of her previous relationships with Scrappy and her actions within the group, Jasmine was already a source of conflict for a number of the girls. Spice looked at her with admiration and contempt as things rapidly got out of hand. The tension in the room was palpable. Spice talked without holding back and, frankly, cutting each sentence with a passion that left little room for negotiation or compromise, since she knew that things would only get worse. The rest of the women sat in awkward quiet. Emotions were running high as the back and forth quickly heated up, and Jasmine never backs down. It was clear that both females had reached a breaking point when their dispute veered from words to pride, past grudges, and the underlying emotions that had been building for too long.